I'm back with one of my special videos, and today's video is about Srimati Menaka Gandhi. Well, I'm sure most of you must have heard a week back, I think it was just 6 days back, when she was speaking very rudely on the phone with a doctor, and the doctor happens to be a veterinarian, a doctor for the animals, and she was very rude, and she called him names. She called him all kinds of expletives. She humiliated him, and it was really disgusting to hear the conversation. I was totally disappointed with this lady because I wasn't expecting a parliamentarian to communicate in this manner with another human being, with a person of repute. Now, she said all kinds of things, and she said whether she is in doubt whether she reads books or not. I mean, it's none of her business to actually find out whether he's reading books or not. He holds a position. He is a doctor, and he has spent 5 years of his life studying the subject, studying what he is practicing right now. And then she's very rude with him. As a person of communication, I feel that no parliamentarian should communicate with anyone like this, anyone from the public. No leader should do that. No one should do that. In fact, not you, not me, not anyone should be communicating with people in a manner which shows that you are from a background which has not taught you how to behave with people. Now, I would like to give an example of what my mother had said when I was a little girl. She said that even if there is somebody who has done you wrong and that person comes home, which means that that person has hurt me in some way or the other, and that person comes home, make that person sit down, offer a cup of tea, talk to that person nicely, and then ask what was his business, what his or her business in coming to meet you. That is such a lovely lesson. I have never been rude on the phone. I've never been rude on social media. I've never been rude at any point of time. Maybe I have been rude, but then I've checked myself. I've gone back and apologized if I've ever been rude with anybody. So, as a student of communication, all my students who are going to listen to this video, it is important that you listen. If you go back to the video of Srimati Menaka Gandhi, you will see that she's not listening. It is important to listen to the other person. When the person speaks, when he wants to put across his part of the story, his version of the story, it is important to listen to him. Nowadays, we've stopped listening. We just hear, and then we are ready to go and grab the attention by speaking full on over that other person. We try to overlap the sentences of the other person. It is a wrong thing to do. Why? Because if you want communication to be a two-way process and without any barriers, without any kind of hindrances, and so that the communication is clear, the receiver and the sender and the receiver get very clear and coherent words across to each other, it is important to listen. And if you create a barrier yourself, if you're talking on the phone and you're not listening to the other person, then that is a bad communication form. I mean, that's a bad form of communication. So you must rectify yourself at any point of time. You might get angry. It's very human to get angry at somebody. But then I feel that as humans, as students of communication, as people who have studied well, as people who have got a good family background, as people who have got good education from their mothers and their fathers, especially the mothers, it is important that we live up to the expectations of the people who have taught us. We shouldn't let them down. Whenever we behave like this, what is the exact thing that is reflected? Your background is reflected, where you studied is reflected, your family is reflected, who has taught you and how that person has taught you is reflected in one go. So it is important that you don't call people names when you're talking on the phone, especially on the phone, because you can't see the other person. So remember one thing, friends, a good communicator will always communicate well, use proper words, listen to the other person, and have a solution and try to get a solution to the whole problem. It is not about arguments. It is not about calling the other person names. Let us understand that. Let us understand that communication is a two-way process. It cannot be a one-way process. And especially this, I would like to add at the end that a parliamentarian is supposed to maintain even proper decorum, the kind of behavior that he or she should exude, the kind of language that the person says should go across to the young people so that they can say that yes, I want to be a leader like that. Not a person who is going to call names to other people and throw expletives at the other person. It doesn't happen like that. Let us become more humane, let us become more articulate in what we say, and let us become more well behaved. Let's communicate better. We are talking about communication every day, so why can't we communicate in a language which is proactive, which is healthy, which makes everybody happy? Every language cannot make everyone happy, but then there's no need for an argumentative kind of a communication when it can be solved through a better language, through better communication. Let's think about it, okay? So I'm going to leave you at that. And every time you get into an argument, please remember that you can also solve any problem without getting into a kind of a mudslinging kind of a thing. Please don't do that. Please stop calling people names. We have seen enough of that by our leaders. We have seen enough of that. It is time for young people now to set an example. So please set an example. Carry forward the torch of communication, of good communication, and I'm going to see you soon. I love all of you so much.